Do some maintenance on my bike Tessie, my 2009 Buell 1125R. Most of the stuff will also apply to the 1125CR. I know there ain't very many how-to videos on these two bikes, so I know somebody will get some use out of this. First basic thing is going to be an oil change. You're going to need 3 quarts of 2050 synthetic motorcycle oil, Mobil 1, AMS oil, Royal Purple if you want. You're going to need a cartridge oil filter. You're also going to need a 6mm Allen. It doesn't necessarily have to be a bit and a ratchet. You can use a regular Allen if you want. You'll need a T30 Torx bit, and I also recommend that you use an 8mm socket and ratchet for the oil cap. And then you're going to need a 17mm wrench to take the primary, the main drain plug out. The main drain plug's on the left side by the oil filter cover, and then there's a small Allen. That 6mm Allen is on the clutch cover on the right side. So I'm going to get to work here, get my oil drained out, and we'll have some still shots of the important areas. You also need that T30 to pull the right pod cover off to check your coolant level. Definitely need to do that on every oil change to make sure you don't have a coolant leak. So let's get to work. Okay, another thing with the 1125R is most of the maintenance and service, you need the bike upright, including the verification of the oil level. So to change your oil, a sport bike stand is recommended. I bought this one for $35, $39 from Harbor Freight. I added in a couple of pieces of 1-inch square stock to make it wide enough for this bike because it's a little on the narrow side, and it works pretty well. It's a pretty simple operation. I also bought some cheapy $8 lift tools. They're made of aluminum, and put those on the back, which will keep you from scraping your swing arm. Line the stand up, and then carefully get the bike straight up and balanced. See if I can't drop my bike so everybody can see it and laugh at me. And once you're at this point, it's pretty easy. Down, and the bike's nice, sturdy, straight up and down. Now you're ready to change your oil and do the rest. Okay, so here's your 1125R and CR oil fill. Stick in there. And then the clutch cover drain plug where you need that 6mm is right here, just above the muffler. The stock muffler may be a little bit in the way, I'm not sure. But basically you just slip the bit in there, crack that guy loose and screw it out, and you'll drain the clutch cover. Now we're going to slide over here to the other side of the bike. And this is what you need the 8mm. You can use a T30 in there if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. The hex will always bite better. But that's your oil filter cover here. These 2 screws. And then you have your primary drain plug right here. Crack that baby loose. You get most of your oil out of here. I usually let it down off the stand, tilt the bike over a little bit to get the bottom of the crankcase drained out. So I'll have some still shots of that filter cover inside and out, and then put those back in, snug them down good, and you fill it right through the check plug on this side with the dipstick. Put 3 quarts down in there, and your oil level will be a little low when it's cold. Right after you first started, it may be down in here. After you get it good and hot, it should get right up to the full mark. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to show you how to reset your maintenance reminder for your 1125R. Turn the key on. I have to wait for the Buell, Wisconsin intro to go away. Now you're going to press and hold both buttons for 5 seconds. This is the same way you get in to set your clock and your pin. Okay. And now you push mode. That's where you do your time. Go to service counter. Now you push toggle. And then if you push mode again, it will reset the odometer for the mileage, which I've already done that, so I'm going to skip it. If you hit toggle again, it will say that it's not reset. If you hit the mode button, it says it's been reset. And you can key off and you're done.